And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. All right, Grant, 2 of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, B.A., looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
The Thunder pull it in. Now here's Holmgren to the inside. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Inside. Here's Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. For 3, Conley. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Holmgren against Randle. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's McDaniels. For 3, Randle. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And it's Holmgren missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Conley. Here's Gobert. And here's McDaniels. Williams defending. Here's Randle. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Now Hartenstein. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
B.A., you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Now here's Conley. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Holmgren. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the bucket by the Thunder. Randle can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And here's Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Hartenstein. Defended by Gobert. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And the free throw, no good. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now Conley, outside Edwards. Five on the clock. Back to Conley. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Edwards.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. McDaniels from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. The 3 from Holmgren. Rebound Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Down low. And stolen by Hartenstein. In transition, here they come. And Hartenstein slams it in.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Gobert. He's scoreless. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Outside, Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on McDaniels. They get the rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Left side, Edwards. Outside, Conley. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Randall deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Shakes him. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Outside, Williams. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Randall. Goes up from the block. And no good, trying to use the glass. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Williams from long range. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Picked it out of midair. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Edwards, the pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. They need this. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards got 5 now.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Dort outside. Here's Wallace. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Caruso in for Dort. Williams passes to Wallace. 6 to shoot, and there's a pick. Inside, Caruso. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end, on time and on target with the pass.
Clark against Williams. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Alexander Walker following the bucket by the Thunder. Here's Reed. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. And we've got 28 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Fires for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 11. Clark outside. Outside Reed to the middle. Randall against Wiggins. And it's Randall with the jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. That shot missing. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Wallace's shot is good.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting 55% for the game so far. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, "We come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team."
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Caruso, that one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one. DiVincenzo with it. No points so far. Outside Reed. Here's the 3. They get it back. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Clark. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. No good on the triple. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. DiVincenzo finds Clark. Reed a screen on Caruso. And it's Clark on the take. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Alexander Walker. Fader on the way. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
McDaniels can't hit. Thunder leading by 9. Here's Wallace. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Williams misses. Clark against Caruso. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Clark for 3. Clark's got 9. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide.
Oh, wow!
Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And it's Caruso on the take. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
We have that high-value 3. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander says, I'll take that one.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Here's Dillingham. Reed sets a screen. Lets it fly. Dillingham, no good. Thunder leading by 13. Now here's Hartenstein. 10 points for him. To the inside. DiVincenzo with a steal. And stolen by Hartenstein.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Outside Reed. Can they get it? Sinks it. What range from downtown. Reed's got 7 points.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with a 3. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Gobert. Nasty finish. Rudy Gobert.
Well, all that momentum and force, Rudy Gobert, that is pretty.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Dillingham. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Thunder leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Now here's Williams. Back to Holmgren. Let's go with a 3. Oh, Holmgren! The touch from range.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Pass to Gobert. Down low. Here's Dillingham. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside, Williams. The 3 from Holmgren. Called in by DiVincenzo.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Williams misses.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Conley. Randall outside. From deep. They get it again. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Pass to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Randall. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. Up again. Williams passes to Holmgren. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Conley. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Takes the 3. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 17. McDaniels against Williams. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander from the top of the key and all around the rim that time before dropping. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The drive by Dort. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, Lou Dort off the deck, that powerful frame on the drive. Don't mess with him, boy.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Here's Randall, puts up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Hartenstein. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
On target from range.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Randall outside, looking to end this cold spell. And it's Randall with the jam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Drops in the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Here's Randle. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
First one falls for him. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
And Randle drops them both. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Holmgren with a screen on Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
And here's Conley. Over to the left wing. Gobert finds Conley. Left block shot on the way. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Well, the ability of Conley to be effective at any range means the defense can never relax.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. The 3 is up. They get it back. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
The kick out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dort. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
For 3, Conley. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 19. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Randle against Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. Clock at 6. Outside, Williams. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Randle against Holmgren. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Williams with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And Williams punches it home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked by Gobert.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Launches it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Conley. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
And it's Randle with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Timberwolves trail by 13. Randle with it. Guarded now by Williams. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. The three. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Thunder leading by 10. Inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Back to Conley. Pass to Randle. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randle's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randle assertive and able to find the finish.
It's Dort on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Randle. The second effort. The kick out to Edwards. Tries yet again. Edwards with some muscle.
Outstanding touch, boy. The floater is good for Anthony Edwards.
Right here.
Holmgren with a screen on Conley. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Randle against Williams. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Dort up top. Clark covers. Pass to Wallace. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Wallace has got 12 points in the game.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Oklahoma City shooting a disappointing 38%. The three-pointer off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 20-7 run. DiVincenzo can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Williams up top. Doubled by Randall. Hartenstein against Gobert. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Williams against Randall. Clark outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Dort for three. Randall pulls down the board. And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 11-point game. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. Sinks it from distance. Williams has got 19 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
Pass to Reed. 1:51 left in the third quarter. For three, DiVincenzo. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder leading by 11. Now Wallace. He's got 12. And here's Dort from downtown. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got rebound number 8 now. There's the three. The Thunder pull it in. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Driving to the basket. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. The Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Clark.
What's up?
Here's Dillingham. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And he makes it. DiVincenzo's got his first basket. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Caruso with it. Outside, Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Minnesota shooting 54% so far in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Williams a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Caruso outside. Nails it from three. Caruso's got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Wallace. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so it's Oklahoma City liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Cason Wallace, and it's Jang in at the center position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the stripe, Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 15. DiVincenzo with it. Now Wiggins defending. DiVincenzo can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for OKC. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Minot, hounded by Wiggins. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Minot. Fires from deep. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. Goes back up. Minot can't get it to go. Thunder leading by 15. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Here's Dillingham. Over Gilgeous-Alexander, and it falls all over the rim and in. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Now here's Wallace. Pass to Jang. Lets the three fly. Reed with the rebound.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's Garza. Unloads. The rebound by Wiggins. Oklahoma City leading by 16. To the inside. Jang. The shot from the low post is good. Jang's got 5 points now this quarter. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside Reed. The three is up. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now here's Caruso, covered by Alexander Walker. Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Reid passes to DiVincenzo. Reid sets a screen. Here's Dillingham. Drives to the hoop. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams from long range. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins outside. It's Dort on the wing. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Launches a 3. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Edwards for 3. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Oh, that is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Dort a screen on Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Conley's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Edwards against Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. Edwards, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that move by Shai, creating a bucket? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Conley looking for an opening. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Conley. Here's Gobert. Strong finish by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Timberwolves trail by 12. Conley passes to Randall. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. The three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Caruso, left side. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense.
Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation?
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Gilgeous-Alexander uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Randall outside. There's the triple. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 14. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. Fires in the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Outside Edwards. Knocked away. Caruso with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Dort for three. And they recover it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. That three's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 17. Randall outside. Conley with the ball. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. For three, DiVincenzo. Edwards for three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. The layup misses. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Conley. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Pass to Caruso. Tries again. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. McDaniels passes to Conley. Got a hand on it.
Excellent anticipation by Lou Dort to get his hands on that one. Gosh, this guy is relentless on that end.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:52 left in the game. Here he goes. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Oklahoma City leading by 18.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Thunder.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And one of the league's superstars. Oh, hey! How about that?
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Williams against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Williams into the lane. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Off target from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Hartenstein. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The shot by Dort, no good. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. They trail by 18. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.
You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Gobert. Conley with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. He was all alone on that one. Here's Williams. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Holmgren. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock-solid 79%. And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Now here is Conley. Randall outside. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Now, here's George. Following the miss by Michael Conley. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves trail by 5.
Match up on Julius.
Randall dishes to McDaniels. Back to Randall. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, it's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Dort passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Williams up on top. He's defended by Randall. Pass to Hartenstein. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Randall outside. To stop the drought. The offensive rebound. Out to Edwards. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Conley. Shot clock at 6. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Gobert against Hartenstein. Got that bucket in no time at all. Hartenstein's got his second basket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push. Outside, Dort.
Outside Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort misses. Timberwolves trail by 10. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Randall. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got 10 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Cason Wallace. He's checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Edwards with it. He's got 6. Launches it. That one, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. Hartenstein with the screen on Edwards. Williams. Gobert with the block. And they'll get another chance. 2 on the clock. Wallace misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall dishes to Gobert. Just his first attempt. Out to Edwards. Shakes him. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Back to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. The three-pointer no good. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Wallace kicks to Dort. Back to Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Conley is a consummate team player. He loves to get other guys good shots.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Double team on Williams. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk
than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Gobert, the screen. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're leading by 8. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
A nice shot by McDaniels. 1:21 left to play in the first. Right now, I've send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Williams, a screen on McDaniels. Williams can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 10. Gobert finds Randall. Back to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Randall from outside. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wallace outside. Hands it from downtown. Wallace has got 5.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Alex Caruso out there with Wiggins. Then it's Williams. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Thunder shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Williams finds Gilgeous Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous Alexander.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
The Thunder leading by 13. Now, Gilgeous Alexander driving the lane. Missed inside.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Clark inside. Defended by Caruso. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous Alexander. Fast break, here they come. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Caruso. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 12. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Wallace misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Alexander Walker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Thunder making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Releases. Thunder with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
McDaniels against Caruso. McDaniels passes to Reed. Reed with a screen on Wallace. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Pass to Chang. The 3-ball. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Chang's got himself on the board with 3 there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. DiVincenzo passes to Clark. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Dillingham. And he can't bank that one in. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Timberwolves trail by 11. Back to DiVincenzo. Clark outside. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Thunder leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Minnesota. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder. Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Here's Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Pass to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Jan. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. Edwards, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. Hartenstein with it. He has 6. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Thunder leading by 9. Dort attacking. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Julius Randle picks one up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. This one for 3. They get it back. Now McDaniels. McDaniels sets a screen for Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Thunder leading by 14. Here's Dort. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Dort with the bounce pass. Here's Hartenstein. Gobert with the block. Here's Randall. Yep, it counts. Randall's got 6 points.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And so here is Oklahoma City. At one point, they led by 16.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Dort with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Conley's got 4 rebounds in this game. McDaniels kicks to Conley. The tray. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Edwards looking it over. And he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. 11-point game. Kept alive. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. McDaniels got 6.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side, Williams. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Edwards against Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 15.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Timberwolves trail by 10. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. 5 to shoot. For 3, Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams for 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well.
Back to Conley. Here's Gobert. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Holmgren. Randall no good. The Thunder leading by 9. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Randall a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. From about 19 feet, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Jordan off the drive.
Athletic play from Dort on the drive. Coming in hot and finishing it off with the slam.
Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Back to McDaniel. Here's Edwards, and he overshot that one, missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. That one's off, still out of sync.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Out to the wing. For three, Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 8th assist here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 18. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Conley. Plays it in off the breakaway. Conley's got 10.
Yeah, Conley knows where his team needs him to be in transition, taking full advantage of the fast break opportunity.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Back to Williams. Outside, Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves, trailing by 13. From the arc, the Thunder pull it in.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Dort passes to Holmgren. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to Gobert. Now Randall, defended by Holmgren.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Hartenstein with a screen on McDaniels. The shot by Williams, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Conley.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 18 points in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And it's Conley that time on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists now in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Oh, the long strides of Holmgren on display. This is why you can't give him the lane.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
The free throw off from Holmgren. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And Randall throws it down.
And Wade to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Randall. He's got 12. Jacks up a three. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Good on the triple. Wallace has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Clark for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the inside. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Randall against Holmgren. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Gobert, no good. The Thunder shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Reed's checked in. The Thunder leading by 15. Now here's Holmgren. He's got 14. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Clark, the pass to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a screen for Clark. No good from outside. The Thunder shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Timberwolves trail by 17. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Over Williams. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Reed's got 6.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. The three. Another miss by Holmgren. Timberwolves trail by 17. To the paint. And Reed throws it down.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Come get it, come get it.
And there's the drive, and the layup is good. 14 points for him.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
Here's Wallace. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Thunder leading by 13. We've got Williams. Jason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly
takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy. Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that. But he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown, the shot off that time. Timberwolves trail by 14. Left side, Miller. The Thunder pull it in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams up on top. Shoots the three. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Dillingham. Wallace covering. Reed with a screen on Wallace. Takes a three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Beyond the arc. That shot off. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 3-pointer. Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Einard's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Alexander Walker. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 13. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over Dillingham. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Wiggins.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the three. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Reed against Williams. Here's Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Dillingham. Shot on the wing. Another miss by Minnesota.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Dort. Launches a 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
They set the pick. Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shake. And he sinks the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback. Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Good on the three-point shot.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Here's DiVincenzo to the left wing. Here's Reed. Nice shot from the wing. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Thunder.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams inside the line. Rebound, Minnesota. Over to the left wing. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Dort. And here's Reed. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Inside, here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Now Dillingham. Out to the right wing. Reed against Williams. Pass to Dillingham. From deep. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
And here is DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Reed. And the three off target. The Thunder leading by 18. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Down low, Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Timberwolves trail by 20. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Here's Minot. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the left side wing. Pulls it up. Reed misses. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Oklahoma City. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Outside, Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Conley with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Gobert against Holmgren. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. Three-pointer. Dort misses. Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. McDaniels finds Randall. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Thunder leading by 22.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Randall with the bucket.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.